Ansel, just talk about the excitement this week. You guys are opening Big 12 play. Excitement going out to Arizona State.
I played there my freshman year, so, we didn't win last time we went there. So for me, it's a little bit personal. It's a little bit of a revenge game. But, we're going to go out there, same mindset, want to know every week.
What's been your assessment of how the defense has played so far this year?
I think, we played physical. We got to the ball. We done our job. We done our 111th. Everybody, alignment, assignment, technique, that's something that we're real fond on. We're fond on staying to the standard, The standard is the standard. And regardless of how we feel every week, we got to show up and we got to, live up to that.
You guys got to play against Kevin Jennings last week. Kind of gave you a blueprint for what you're about to see again with Sam Levitt being an elusive quarterback. How much do you think playing a guy like Kevin helps you guys this week?
I think it's great. It's always awesome to play athletic quarterbacks, especially in back-to-back weeks, because it's like you don't really have to change anything. All the plastic drills and everything, like it's kind of the same maneuvers. Once the pocket breaks, he's going to do the exact same thing that Kevin does. That's kind of all dual threat quarterbacks. They have similar patterns in the way that they're going to run and, kind of pull the ball away. But, he's a great athlete. He makes plays with his feet, and so it's the same game plan. We got to keep him in the pocket, make him make those throws that he doesn't want to maybe make, contain him.
Guys, Bass was kind of against the wall against SMU, I think, going into that fourth quarter. But you guys shut them out, forced 2 turnovers. Just that performance late in the game. How much confidence does that build for the defense?
It builds a lot of confidence, and I really feel like one thing that, maybe a lot of people don't realize is I feel like we kept it very composed, throughout the whole game. I don't think we got too high. I don't think we got too low. But we just played. Every time we went out there, it was the same goal, 4 and out, stop them, keep them 3 and out, They had scored, nothing changes, just go back out there, you got to wash it. It's the next play every time, you can't live in that last play, you can't get it back. So coach emphasizes next play mentality, every play's a new play, wash it, breathe, on to the next.
You guys are facing a pretty veteran offensive line. Can you talk about what you see from that group?
They're a very experienced offensive line. They play very well within their scheme, they do their job very well. They block for their quarterback very well. So it'll be exciting to, first game of Big 12 play against a better O-line, a good group of guys. So I'm excited to get after it with these boys, just compete.
We all know who Scatterbull was last year, but how is their run game a little bit different this year?
I think they still have just as good as a back. They got transfer from USC, Malik Brown. He's a pretty good ball player. Last year he was injured and everything. So I feel like he's still probably getting into the feel of things, but, he's his own player. I'm sure a lot of people probably have asked him that same thing. So I bet for him, he's going out here with the mentality that I got something to live up to. So I'm going to play, as hard as I can. So I think we're going to get his best game because he has a lot that not necessarily he's got to live up to, but that, there is a standard there now in that running back room. So I think he definitely wants to carry that out very well.
We've seen a lot of rotation in that defensive line. How much has that helped you personally and just maybe as a group, how much has that helped you guys stay fresh?
It's nice because when you have a lot of guys that can play, it's easy, to stay fresh like you're saying, and everyone's out there at the best of their ability. When you play 10 plays straight, by that 9th, 10th play, you're done. Like, you're not going to be able to really move or do your job at the best of your ability. And when every 3-4 plays, you get a new guy in, and he knows what he's doing, he knows his assignment, his alignment technique, and he does it just as well as the first guy, it's great. Because then you just got a group of guys who are out there playing, and nothing's changing. It's just like that. It's just flowing.
You guys held SMU to 94 yards. How much confidence does that help you guys as a run defense, moving into Big 12 play?
Makes me feel real good. I feel like this is a pass-heavier league, and so when teams want to come run the ball, that's kind of their mindset is that they're going to want to run the ball. So I think when you put on performances like that, it shows you can't do it. So if people want to come here and try and run the ball, they can do it, but it's not going to work. I can promise you that. And so I think we've shown that firsthand. So
I'm expecting a big environment out there. They're doing a blackout. How excited are you to play in that kind of environment?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Especially a away game, too. There's nothing better than going to somebody else's house and, causing a little bit of ruckus.